the Range Rover Evoque. 8 years ago it turned up with its stormtrooper face and Victoria Beckham vouching for it, and invented the tiny luxury crossover segment. Now, with 750,000 sold, it's time for the tricky second album.
You'll notice that Land Rover isn't stupid. While this really is an all-new car, it didn't just want to throw all that love for the old Evoque in the bin. That's why some of the proportions and some of the styling cues will be familiar. Bits like this roof that tails away towards the back as it's met by a rising waistline that leads you to a tiny rear windscreen that you can see bugger all out of. More on that in a bit. But the point is, all of that is classic Evoque. Where the big changes have happened is with the bodywork. It's now less edgy, more like the Velar, so you've got flush glazing, flush handles, more rounded corners. You've even got bronzy bits on the R Dynamic model. Basically, it's got that same cheeky stance that the Evoque always had, but now with a little bit more sophistication. Oh, and there's aero benefits too. Drag has been reduced by a massive 14%.
As you'd expect with an 8-year-old car, there are some fairly major changes to the interior. Not only is there a step change in quality, there's quilted leather everywhere, but Land Rover has added the twin screen setup from the Range Rover Velar and thrown 2 brand new technologies into the mix. The first, Clear Sight Rear View, turns the rear view mirror into a 1.7 megapixel screen fed by a camera out back. You can use it like a conventional mirror if you so wish, but switch it on and your passengers, headrests and luggage magically disappear.
Underneath all that cleverness is an all-new platform, but this isn't an aluminium one, it is good old steel. One of the reasons for that is you can have thinner sections in the chassis and therefore more compact overhangs. So this is a shorter car than the old one, but you get a longer wheelbase. You also get a 20% bigger fuel tank, a bigger boot, up to 21-inch wheels now, and an improved wading depth of up to 600 millimeters. Yep, you're going to need big wellies to beat that.
Where this new platform also comes up trumps is when it comes to electrification. You can choose from a range of 2-litre 4-cylinder petrol and diesel engines, but all bar the base spec diesel get a mild hybrid system. The battery lives under the driver's seat, and as well as adding a 75 pound-feet torque boost, it lets the engine switch off earlier at low speeds, saving 6% of your precious fuel.
If you can wait a year, well, you can have a plug-in hybrid version with a 1.5 3-cylinder petrol engine and a 30-mile electric-only range, which is interesting if that's your thing. But really, what won the Evoque its legions of fans was the fact that this was the most luxurious and stylish little SUV out there. And on this evidence, it's about to pull off the exact same trick.